Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the darn time. And you can follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, or follow me at Desiree Robbins, or follow Nick at Nick Drago.
That's right. On the show today, we have someone who is not so happy, tisk,
Yes.
about the show Dance Moms on Lifetime television.
Well, I was going to just say about something.
Oh, I should have teased it better.
No, it's okay.
Should we start over?
No.
I know. We can't. It's live.
Listen.
But she's pretty mad.
She is apparently, I mean, you found her.
Well, she found me.
Excuse me.
She invited me to a Let's Not Watch Dance Moms television show group. But I can't do that because I watch so much television.
And yeah.
But what I was interested in is that everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So she's so fired up about this, but at the same time she's very level-headed.
Yes.
So I said, "Why don't you come on the show?" She said, "I'd love to. I don't want people to think I'm crazy though." I said, it's all good. We're just coming to talk."
Right.
So you can, because she's got a Facebook group.
She can come and say her piece, and they're going to think what they think anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But she's voicing her opinion, so we feel like this is a good platform to open up a dialogue and a discussion to you, the viewer.
Absolutely. And let you know what's out there. And this is a great example. Do you support this?
Right.
Do you want to keep Dance Moms on the air, or do you not?
Personally,
you've got to pick a side.
Yeah, it's like what's his name from that show, the Twilight Show. Edward or Jacob.
Right. Whose team are you on, yo?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know what I would say.
It's like a hip-hop werewolf.
Yeah, that's exactly. How'd you know?
I want the show. I like the show.
I don't... Well, we work in the business. Of course I want the show on.
I mean, I think it's ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I did watch it last week, first time, because they were at Hollywood.
I saw them.
And they were. I mean, it's obnoxious and in your face, and it's crazy. But, I also know that that's TV and that's the business. Right. And that's what I signed up for.
Because I did a reality show a couple years back.
Yes,
Step It Up and Dance. And nothing is ever really what it seems. I mean, it's not like when I did my show, it's not like they said, "Nick, we need you to say this." Yeah, they just said, "Nick, how do you feel about it?" They're very good at getting some feelings out of you.
And getting these words that they want. Get a good, succinct sentence about how you feel. Right. Not a dragging on 10-hour assertion of this or that.
Right. Although those interviews last forever. Like when you see them, when you see Abby Lee Miller, blah, 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 they didn't do good or this or that, they probably had her in there for an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3. Because when we did my show, that's what we would do.
Yeah.
And for 3 hours, On
the fly, your OTFs.
OTFs, baby.
OTFs, baby. And now all those dance moms know that. They're like, oh, I have to do my OTF now?
Yeah, exactly.
Things that you just never knew. I mean, that is, as I told people, because people did come up to me during the taping of that and complained that Dance Moms was a competition, first of all. Let me just say. It was a competition at iHollywood Dance. So they were there at the competition. So the other contestants were saying that the Dance Moms people were bugging them and all the cameras was pulling their attention. And I said, welcome to the magic of Hollywood. This is Hollywood, and this is how it works. And if you think you get to sit in a room and before you go on stage have a candle lit and do all this ceremony to calm yourself, I mean, give me a break. That's just not what it is. And I think it's really adapt, and that's what this is. That's the business.
It's a scenario.
Welcome.
Dude, yeah, totally,
so
absolutely.
I kind of am like that, and I believe in capitalism and things like that, and people can make money, and so it's a hard one for me, but I do understand that they look crazy.
Yeah, they definitely look crazy. But to your point, what you're saying is sometimes I've been on set before where they've said, "Hey, Nick, we need you in the shot right now." I'm like, "What am I doing? What am I doing?" They're like, "Just do this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you go." I don't have time to be like, "Oh, wait, the scenario, the situation's not right."
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you just do it.
You just do it
and think later.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm with you. There's definitely two sides. It sounds like you're Edward and I'm Jacob. I don't know. But, you know.
How would you know that? Edward, that means I'm the vampire.
No, I don't know. I've never seen
And
that
you're the
stupid
werewolf.
show. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. If somebody wants to
anyway.
send me a free DVD, I'll watch the movie. But I'm not going to do that.
This is an interesting topic, this Dance Moms, and I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand both sides, but I still say it should stay.
I think it should too.
And
but
here's the thing: I hope it maybe promotes other shows. If people would show an interest in dance, because we have our sizzle reel of Dance Biz Do Over, which this studio is perfect for. No, I'm kidding.
Absolutely.
But it's another show about dance, but it's a positive spin on how dance studios now. Maybe with the success of something like Dance Moms, it will show people that people want to watch dance.
Well, look,
and are interested.
Look. So
Talk
you think
to
you
me.
can
Come
dance?
on, come on.
So you think you
Bring
can
it.
dance? Did this to everyone?
Bring it.
Okay.
Yes.
So you think you dance?
And
Brought
Dance
dance
with the Stars.
Yes, and Dance with the Stars brought everything back to the mainstream. So now you're going to have dance shows like this,
Right, and Glee.
And Glee, yes,
And
thank
the Glee
you.
Project.
Yeah.
And I mean, blah, blah. It goes on and on and on.
The beautiful thing about this whole dialogue that we're having and that we're going to have with Michelle is that we're in America and we have the freedom of choice. And that's what we'll get into, I'm sure, with her in the interview. And then, hey, you have the power to change a channel. And if you have to also have the power to stand up and say, this needs to not be on television.
That's right.
So, whatever, this is exciting. I'm getting fired up.
I'm ready. So this Michelle Garcia, I believe, is her name.
That is correct.
The one that is starting the band.
Yep.
Get it going. Get them all on board.
Facebook.com/groups/cancel dance moms, or just search cancel
Dance Moms. Right.
on
Okay.
Facebook.
So that make sure you know Michelle. You'll see her picture on there,
Yep.
and she's
nice, very nice.
She's heading the effort to get it off.
Yeah.
And I am glad to hear that she does watch the show, because I think that would be really that would be hard to place a huge opinion on something you don't watch.
Yeah.
So.
Totally. Okay, well, we're real excited. We got to get to music picks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
Go right ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, my first one is someone we all know and love, Beck. And the song is Mixed Business. And the reason I say business like that is because it does have a Z, N-E-S-S. Don't ask.
Okay.
Business.
Love it.
So literally, business.
Got it.
Okay. My number 2 pick for this week. Great song, Nick.
Uh-huh.
Share My Joy. Did I put you to sleep?
When?
Just now.
No.
It looked like I woke you up.
No.
Share My Joy. The artist on that is Lolita Holloway. Holloway.
Okay.
That is off an album called Dance One. That's the number 1. Just Dance One. And my third. Nick, did you know I went lyrical?
I do.
And
I
lyrical
saw
and
you teach
contemporary
it,
on
and you were
you?
awesome
On you?
on Flow 40.
I know. That was so fun.
You did a great job.
I love it.
That was a high five.
It was a great job. It was fun. The song is "Baby Can I Hold You," and that's Tracy Chapman. And it's old, but it is so great.
She got a great voice.
Condos and things like that. It's a great song. So easy to count, easy to use. There I am. There I have it.
That's great.
Do I need to keep going?
I'm glad to see that you're doing lyrical now.
Change it up.
Yeah.
So don't be just calling me for jazz and musical theater. What? You want a lyrical? You want contemporary?
Yeah, it's pretty money. I've seen it. You might be the new queen of lyrical.
Oh, a
The
crown.
queen of lyrical. All right,
That is so good.
Time for my turn. Number 1 for me. Nice guys finish last.
Always.
It's so true. It's by a group called Cobra Starship. Don't know why they're called that, but hey, I just read the names of the songs. It's a great song. It's a little upbeat. It's kind of techno-y, sort of, but it's got that house feel that's so popular these days. Number 2 for me is a rock and roll classic, Hard to Handle, by the Black Crowes. You know it. Hey, little thing, let me light your candle.
I love that.
Hard to handle now, mess around. Number 3 was is a song that was featured in one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Friday Night Lights. A song called Devil Town by Bright Eyes.
Ooh.
And it's an acoustic version of a song.
I like.
And it's a very, very good song. And it can pretty much relate to any big city or little city in the world.
I love it.
So that's my music picks.
I love them. They're
Yeah.
amazing. I'm gonna get, especially your second choice. I'm gonna go get that right now.
You're typing it in right now,
I am
seems.
in my phone. I'm searching.
Anyways, we're really excited
So
to be
don't
here
forget
today.
that all our music picks can be seen on our website. So if you even want to go back to other weeks and check out what we said, you can just read them on the website, infinitedancecast.com.
That's right.
Infinite Dancecast. And follow us on Twitter at iDancecast or at Desiree Robbins or at Nick Drago.
And if you're listening to us on iTunes, drop us a little review. That'll be fun.
Do it.
Give us 5 stars. And if you want to advertise with us, info at
InfiniteDancecast.com.
InfiniteDancecast.com.
That's a lot to say.
It is. It's a mouthful.
Artist Simply Human, the workshop experience, a new dance convention featuring an out-of-this-world faculty that will be sure to inspire you, motivate you, and renew your passion for dance. Catch their upcoming tour heading to Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Atlanta, New Jersey, Houston, Anaheim. Join them in the summer of 2012 for a one-of-a-kind event in the City of Lights, Las Vegas. For information and to register, visit ashdance.com or call 855-ASH-DANCE. Artist Simply Human, the workshop experience.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what we got on the line right now?
I'm so excited.
We've got a mom
Yes.
who is ready to call to action all of America to cancel
Ding,
Dance Moms.
Ding, ding, calling all mothers.
Calling all mothers. And we have Michelle Garcia on the line, and we want to say thank you for joining us. Michelle, how are you today?
I'm good, and thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Oh,
Of
thank you
course.
for being here. We're just honored. We're excited.
So, Michelle, I was surfing Facebook, if you can surf, or boogie boarding Facebook.
Is that what you do?
That's what I do. I
Okay.
boogie board Facebook.
All right.
And I saw a post. Actually, you invited me to this event to cancel Dance Moms and not watch Lifetime television. You're calling for a boycott of Lifetime television.
Yes.
And so,
I am.
and so I emailed you. So tell us a little bit about what is
Yeah,
your
how
motivation.
did this come to be? I'm learning too.
Well, the very first time that my daughter and I saw on Lifetime that they were going to have a TV show called Dance Moms, we
Yes.
were excited because when you read the description, it makes it seem like they're going to put a positive spin on the dance world, dance conventions, dance competitions. And we
Absolutely.
watched it, and as we're watching, we're kind of scratching our head because what we're seeing on TV is nothing like what really happens. My daughter is 12. She's been dancing since she was 3.
Yeah.
And she's been going to conventions, competitions since she was 7. And we've never seen any kind of experience like what they were depicting on TV. So I said, okay, this just isn't going to work for me. So we watched it once, we didn't watch it again. Second week comes along and Becky says, Mommy, let's watch it again.
Oh my goodness. You're
Okay,
in it.
I watched it. And after that, I was like, absolutely not. Never watching it again. And then the inspiration to the Facebook page which I call Cancel Dance Moms and Boycott Lifetime, was when I was talking to one of my coworkers and she mentioned that she watched the show, and I said, and she saw pictures of Becky
Right.
in various dance competitions, and she goes, "Oh my God, but you're not like that." I go, "No one's like that." She goes, "Why is it on TV?" And I'm like, inspiration, started the Facebook page that night and started inviting my friends who I know are great supporters of Becky, and from there I've gotten messages from individuals who own dance competitions, who own dance studios, who are costume makers, and they're all pretty much supporting what I'm trying to do, which is get that TV show off the air, because
Wow.
it's not a reality show. It's just wrong TV.
Well, and if you're interested in joining this group, you can go to facebook.com/groups/cancel dance moms, or you can just type in cancel dance moms
In your
on
Facebook search window.
That's correct. And so, Michelle, you've got a pretty good response. What is your ultimate goal here as far as awareness goes? What are you trying to tell the American public here?
I'm trying to give as much awareness as possible about how wrong that show is so we can get it off the air, because it's giving a negative message of something that my daughter loves deeply, which is dancing and dance conventions and dance competitions.
Right.
What they show on TV just doesn't happen. You don't see moms screaming at teachers at the top of their lungs. You definitely don't see teachers screaming back. You don't see...
I might have
moms that are-
once. I'm sorry, Michelle. I might have. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to think
Well,
about myself and go, oh my gosh, I think I did that.
Michelle, let me ask you: is there some truth though to crazy dance moms, and maybe this is in fact just a blown up idea, a dramatization of what's really out there?
I don't think it's really out there. I've been going to competitions and conventions since my daughter, for like the last 5 years, so since my daughter was 7.
Right.
I've never seen anything remotely like that. There was one episode where I was incredibly hurt for the child because they put the child in the situation where she didn't hear her music until the night before she was supposed to perform in the competition, and then when she was on stage, she couldn't find a way because she wasn't familiar enough with her music. Would that really happen in the true dance world?
Well, I do. You do have a big point there, because I do know that they do that purposely. They do. I know. I can't help that I do that.
Well, I feel like...
But they do on that show, and they don't really tell you that each week the dancers have to perform a new routine. And that's why they're scraping at the last minute to get costumes and know the music. So that is an element they've added to add the drama. So Michelle is correct that they do not tell the audience that this is going on. Like it's kind of like a competition. You know, like one of those competition shows.
Now, because I got to be honest.
People should know that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, we don't actually do that. But let me ask you this, Michelle. Like, I watch Toddlers and Tiaras because it's just a ridiculous show. But I feel like that...
You have it, but not everything.
Yeah, like not everyone's like that. Now, is your fear that... that maybe the American public the moms out there will say, oh, no, I'm not going to take my daughter to dance class if that's how it is?
That is a huge fear of mine because if there's a mom out there who doesn't have any experience at all with anyone who has a child who dances, and this is their only point of reference, that's a child who will never get the opportunity to even try. And that child could end up having so much talent that they could end up being the next successful dancer, fill in the blank, that who they could be. And we'll never know, because what does a mother have as a point of reference? A TV show, which is not even close to what really happened.
And sadly, a lot of YouTube.
I mean, dance teachers are so nurturing. They're so caring. And they want their kids to be successful. They want them to be on stage and feel good about themselves. They don't want them to be in the position where they feel uncomfortable, where they don't want to perform, where they sit there and say, well, I really don't want to do this. And actually, I don't even think that part is real when they make the kids say that as part of the script, because a child who really wants to dance will dance. A child who really doesn't won't.
Right.
Right. I don't know many moms who would spend money on the kid dancing if she actually wanted to do, cheerleading or soccer or anything like that. But a lot of those moms say they spend $100,000 on dance class every year, and I don't know if I believe that.
I don't spend nearly that much, and I know I wouldn't spend that much because that's a lot of money. But I do spend a significant amount of money on it, and I do it because my daughter loves it. She loves being up on stage. She loves knowing that she did her absolute best for the moment, the 3, 4, 5 minutes that she was up on stage.
We're here talking to Michelle Garcia. We'll be right back. Facebook.com/groups/cancel dance moms. Hang tight. As dance teachers, we spend countless hours editing music. Save time with professional audio engineers. Professional music edits for competition start as low as $49. Clean cuts at affordable rates. Give your dancers a leg up on the competition. Email them for a quote. Visit dezworld.com. That's DEZ world.com for more details.
Dancecast.
Hey, we are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time, and we have on the line Michelle Garcia. Here to talk about her influence on dance moms, or trying to get dance moms off the air, canceling dance moms.
I think this is an interesting take.
Yes.
Because it's the first time this has been a dance show that has involved parents.
Which it's so great to have a dance show that could be really great on the air.
And I think one of the things is it is called Dance Moms. So, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, Michelle, for the other side of the audience, is that it is called Dance Moms. So it's not about dance kids. Like, it would be awesome if they showed the dancers, because I think the dancers are awesome, but it's obvious that Lifetime's going for the drama.
They're going for the drama, and they're focusing on a group of moms who they're encouraging to behave like they're entitled and like they're not focused about their kids. They're not concerned about their kids' education.
So do you think that maybe these moms are not actually like that, and they're being coerced?
I think that they're under a contract, and just like I think that Lori, who's the owner of the studio, is under a contract, and under the contract, there's expectations of things that they're supposed to do. I can't imagine any dance mom behaving like that, simply because of the fact that it sounds like they're putting their children 10 seconds to trying to live through their children's eyes, and we all know that a good parent will not do that.
Right.
So I don't think that's how they are at all. I don't think that the one mom who says that dance comes before school, I don't think she's really like that. I think that that's all for the show, for the ratings, for the drama, which is why the other part of my page is not only cancel Dance Moms, it's boycott Lifetime. Because shame on Lifetime for exploiting those people.
Well, that's true. Lifetime is supposed to be a family channel and all these great things about, pure entertainment and things like that.
Yeah, but we want the drama. That's what it's about.
But I do want to say this on that point about some of the moms not being as wild. They are. I have seen some moms be pretty crazy in Orange County, in the Orange County, California area. And they do have kids that are homeschooled in Orange County. Like, they don't even go to, they do homeschooling.
School, yeah.
Right. Because dance is that important.
Right. But dance is that important for the child. It's not for the mom. The way this show is depicting it, it's that important for the mom, and it's not for the child.
Right. Well, and so do you know how they even got this show? Are you aware?
No, I'm not.
I'm curious. Like, did they come with a sizzle reel already in hand?
Well, I think there was a former dancer that is the creator of this, and we should try to get him on the show and have you guys duke it out.
Who?
I'm not confrontational, but I would certainly want to know why, if he was a professional dancer, why he would take something which is so positive on children and make it look so negative.
I know.
Well,
I understand.
Okay, so let me ask you about Abby Lee Miller, their main teacher. So what do you think about her? I mean, do you think that this is all an act, or because
I think that's all an act. There's no way that she could have the reputation she has and be as successful as she has if she was as tyrannical as she's being portrayed on TV. And on my Facebook page, there's Sequin Exclusives, and I exchange messages back and forth. And they actually do know her, and they simply say that she's not like that in person. And I believe them 100%.
Right.
I don't think she's like that.
What?
I think this is all how she's expected to be for ratings.
Right. Well, let me ask you, what kind of the owner that teaches, or the studio owner that teaches your daughter, what kind of person is she? She
is very nurturing. She's very caring. There's been times when Becky's had off days where she's called me and checked to see if Becky was okay.
Wow.
I've never seen them scream at them to the point where the children are in tears. The only time you hear them get loud is when they're talking over music or tap shoes.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will tell you this. I have been yelled at before when I was growing up, and I was beaten by Desiree, and I have been beaten by a stick by Russian ballet teachers in ballet class, and I did go home to my mother and say, I got beat with a stick, and she said, well, what did you do wrong? And I said, well, I was talking, and she goes, well, that's why you got beat with a stick, or you didn't hold your abs in, or whatever. So, I mean, I definitely think there's something to being stern, but maybe what you're saying is...
Well, she's over the top is what she's
breaking
saying.
the kids' spirits is what you're saying.
I think that she's being depicted as a woman who is there to exactly break their spirits. She's being depicted as someone who is the bully. There was an NBC special on, and they referred to her as a drill sergeant. And if you're really like that, you're not going to have people flooding your dance studio trying to get their children to take classes from you. And she's had her studio for at least 20 years that I'm aware of, and she wouldn't have been able to have that kind of tenure in any kind of industry if she was a bully.
It is amazing what people will do, though, to be good. They will give up a lot to be good. I mean, I've seen kids move, not just move states to go to better studios. So, I see the point, but I know people are... Now, these moms, I do believe, are a little crazy.
I agree. And I'm not sticking up for
them. And they're playing it up.
Right.
I totally agree with it.
They're playing it up. And again, I'm just playing somewhat devil's advocate. I am not standing up for what they are doing because I do not agree with the actions that they're taking. But it does seem like there is something to be said about people that say, if you want to be here, then you're going to deal with my rules. And if you don't, then you can take a hike. So what do you think about that?
That's absolutely true, because everyone does have a choice of where they want to be and where they don't want to be. And if you don't like how you're being taught, and then you leave. Simple as that. But how could she have a studio that successful if she was behaving in a way where everyone would want to leave?
Right.
I've not gotten one person who believes that the kind of press she's getting is good press. Because not all media, not all attention is good attention. Sometimes it's detrimental. And I can't see anyone going to a studio like that if that's all they see week in and week out.
I think that Abby Lee actually is going to end up being like a host on some show, or she's going to end up being a judge.
She's going to be on Entertainment Tonight.
Because I know what she's saying, but then look at the Jersey Shore people. I mean, they are like on everything.
Well,
like
the
one
Italians
just did like Britney's tour was.
Well, the Italians wanted that show taken off.
Okay, so I do see that she's such a character.
Are you kidding? Forget taking it off the air. They wanted them gone.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so let me ask you this then, Michelle. In the interest of fairness, again, because we're covering all our bases, you say you can go to a different studio if you don't want to be treated like that. So what do you say to people? Why can't we say to people, hey, just change the channel? We live in America.
We can just change the channel, but there comes a point where TV is so bad that it doesn't even deserve to be on the air, so one person can watch it because it is so far from reality, because it is so bad. And this show is all of that. So yes, people can change the channel, but why stop at changing the channel? Get the show off the air.
Okay, let me ask you this, and again, I'm just challenging you. I'm not going against what you're saying, but I'm just giving you an opportunity to state your full platform. What do you say to people about like Black Swan? Like that was a pretty crazy movie, and those dancers, I know for a fact, act somewhat like that at times. I mean, there's a lot of eating disorders going on. There's drugs, things like that. So how do you differentiate between a movie and a quote unquote dramatized reality show?
The movie wasn't displayed, it wasn't advertised as reality. It was a fictional story. It may have had some element of reality in it, because sadly, there are ballet dancers who are anorexic. There are ballet dancers who are disconnected. But the movie was never said, this is what really happens. It was fiction.
Yes.
Right.
The show is not fiction. They're calling it a reality TV. They're claiming it's real, and it's just simply not what happens. This show is an insult to every single dancer I know. It's an insult to every single dance professional I know. It's an insult to every single teacher I know. And to every single student who sees this, people are going to think that they have to put up with that kind of screaming, and they're going to wonder what's wrong with them.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. This is not reality TV. It may have real people in it, but call it what it is. It's a fictional story using people who really exist.
Right, right. Well, let me ask you this then. When we go to the Facebook page, how do we sign up? Do we just start posting on the wall, or do we add to the group and then we get, so many signatures? So tell us the process of what is going to happen when we come to that page and what we should do to get involved.
Well, what you do is when you go onto Facebook, you search for the group, you say you want to join the group.
Okay.
Everyone can join, even people who are against me. I'm okay if they join and say, no, I like the show, let it stay on. Because the beautiful thing is that we're all allowed to have our own opinion. So
right, absolutely.
I'm okay hearing both sides. And I'm not going to knock anyone for having an opinion that's counter to mine, but in the end, I want the show off. So by all means, join this group.
Okay.
And write any comments you feel that will help get the show off the air. I've even gone onto the Lifetime page, and I've liked the Lifetime page just so I can post my page on the Lifetime page.
Right.
And a couple times, my comments have disappeared, which I think is really funny.
Well, that is interesting.
Maybe we should get their show off the air and get me and Desiree on the air.
Hey, I would go with that.
Totally okay with that.
Okay, good.
So I know how you guys teach. I've watched you guys when you've taught at conventions, especially at Tremaine with my daughter, and you guys are awesome. You just you take a room full of people and you capture them and you hold their attention, and you don't have to scream except over the music.
Well, thank you. Well, you're already on the air. You don't have to butter us up, Michelle. You're great. We're here talking to Michelle Garcia. Michelle, we want to thank you so much for coming by.
It was great.
If you want to check it out, go to facebook.com/groups/cancel dance moms, or just search cancel dance moms in the search section of Facebook.
That's right. And we want to thank you, Michelle, for being here.
And I thank you guys so much for having me. Like I said earlier, I really appreciate this opportunity to get my message out.
No problem. We hope to hear from you real soon, and we will keep track of what's going on.
Grab your torch, light it up. Michelle Garcia leading the way.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Easy to make and take with you on the go.
Welcome to Food to Go with Steph and Ro.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Ro. This week's healthy snack is the sassy summer fruit. Just in time for the end of summer.
The ingredients you'll need are 1 pound of red grapes, 2 apricots, and 2 nectarines. We prefer white nectarines because they look best in the colors of this recipe.
That's 2. We love to eat by color. We love it when everything just looks pretty that we're eating. So the more variety of color that you can involve is great.
Definitely said that's 2 instead of that's true.
Well, you're fired from this job.
Okay. So you grab the knife and you're going to cut up the apricots first. And the apricots are awesome. They're one of my favorite fruits because they have lots of fiber, vitamin A, and they come off of the pit so easily they don't make a mess.
That is a perk. Yeah. It's a total perk.
Total.
The grapes are great because they're packed with antioxidants.
Of course.
And you don't have to use a knife or anything. You can just wash them, pull them off the stem.
So easy. And then the third thing we have are the 2 nectarines. We like white nectarines, and they pack a punch with vitamin A, which we're always a big fan of.
Always. And then this snack is super easy because once everything's washed and cut up, you just mix it all together. Got yourself a sassy summer fruit.
You do. I'm going to, of course, eat it with my fingers because that's maybe chopsticks. Should I try this one with chopsticks?
That would be ridiculous. I, of course, will be using a fork for my flavor fusion.
Trifecta
of flavor.
All 3 flavors. One time. Pow.
Indeed.
Huh. Okay. All right. Well, we hope you enjoy your sassy summer fruit and
get this snack while it's still in season.
Absolutely. And we'll see you next week here on Infinite Dancecast. Visit infinitedancecast.com and click on the Food to Go menu
to check out this week's healthy snack. Join us here every week
on Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Have a healthy week.
To make and take with you on the go.
Hey, this is Jason Meyer, and I'm always listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast on iTunes. Are you? Dance Pass.
Welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast!
We are dance all day, every day, all the time, just like our lives. It's nice. You can follow us on Twitter at iDancecast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
We want to thank you guys for always listening to us.
Yes.
That's really cool. We're getting a lot of downloads from a lot of different countries.
I know.
Like Slovakia, even.
I love it, and I want to know about that.
Over there.
I want to see some footage of some dance in some of these places.
Yeah, if you're from,
out of the country, anywhere,
and you want to do a little,
anywhere,
YouTube us, or you put it on YouTube, or put it on Twitter. And tag us in it. I want to see your favorite dance move.
I love it. Do it.
I bet you won't do it. Let's do it.
And send us your music picks, especially if you're out of the country. Especially. You like that?
My gosh.
Especially.
Music
so that we could get world music picks. That would be very cool. It could have been a mistake, though, Nick, that they came upon our podcast.
It could have been a mistake, but hopefully it was a happy mistake. I'm glad I made a mistake.
I love this one.
So what do you think? Good interview, huh?
That was a good interview. Yeah, she definitely has talking points that she sticks to.
I'm not a mom, so maybe that's why she's a little bit more passionate about this than I am. Like, I think it's great, but I know reality television, and I look at it like, wow, this is absolutely ridiculous. And I wish I would have thought of that.
Well, remember, she's a mom that isn't in the business.
Well, and I'm not saying this is
She really
Michelle.
has a really nice thought about how we are, though. I mean, she thinks we're really nice.
Well,
which is really cool, but I do not feel like that. I mean, I did not mean to burst out laughing.
Right.
But I know that I am kind of beep. I'm harsh when I teach sometimes. Well, maybe not at convention as much
you're also like uplifting too. You also
like get the leg up or I'm going to kill you.
Yeah,
like that works, huh?
Yeah, but
no, I know. I
can
what you
understand
mean.
where she's coming from.
No, I know what you mean.
But at the same time, I have to disagree with her on the one point that there aren't dance moms that are like that. I think there are dance moms that are absolutely crazy.
I completely agree with you when I've seen them firsthand.
Yeah,
I didn't want to get into hashing that back and forth because it's not important. I wanted her to get her point out and get her message out. But there are definitely crazy moms, and it's always the ones that don't think they're crazy that are the most crazy.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not a dance mom.
And
no,
they are.
You are.
And that's the same in Hollywood with stage moms. When they say, I'm not a stage mom, they're like, oh, no, you are the worst one, honey.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
And it's also like when a studio owner says, oh, yeah, I'll send you a copy of the dance you just choreographed.
Never comes.
They never will. I've never seen
I think
a
I
copy.
have two. And I've been doing this how many years?
I have one as well. Thanks, Topeka.
I know Tara is good at that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tara
and Kara, they actually care to send the very best. And they do remember to do that.
They Kara.
But
it's
I love them.
It's something to think about because there was a show on back in the day called Kid Nation, and it was on CBS, and it was a bunch of kids that lived in this like Wild West town basically without their parents, and they built.
I think I remember.
This city, and we built this city. We built this
rock and roll.
All right, these people driving down the freeway just listen to us singing terribly. But that's the idea, there's always, especially when kids are involved, there's always going to be some sort of...
extra criticism.
Yeah. But like we said, this is America, and that's what's so great about it.
Yeah, and I think your point about toddlers and tiaras was very good, because I was thinking the same thing. Like, I don't think everybody's crazy, but, there can be some crazy people in that world. And there are.
And, here's a message to all the maybe non-dance moms out there. Like, come on. I mean, if you think that every person is like that, you're ridiculous.
Well, that's absolutely true.
You know what I'm
You've
saying?
got to, come on. Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't know. You
can't see one soccer coach and go, "Oh, they're all like that."
But look this is the honest truth. I look at the dance scene with Lorianne Gibson, and I think how she treats them is ridiculous. How she treats Carrington.
That is true. Yes.
But I don't for once buy that's actually real. I think it's dramatized to a certain degree.
Yes, and don't.
Now, if Lorianne wants to come on and tell me otherwise, then come on, let's do it. Open invitation to her. Let's do it. I want to hear it.
That would be awesome.
To have her on. That's the end.
Oh, that's our music.
We want to send a special thank you.
Are you sad, Nick?
Kinda.
Me too.
To our producers, Michael, Bacon and Eggs, Wheat Toast and Orange Juice, Benicos.
How'd you know?
I just know. And Emily, Barracuda Brown, for producing our show.
Thank you.
I want to thank Michelle Garcia for coming out, calling on the show, and telling us about how she feels.
That's right. And we want to hear from you at iDanceCast.
We'll see you next week.